Hello, I'm Grace Hull, and this is Fox 5 News. Today we're doing a special segment on man's best friend. Today we're learning about how dogs learn from us. Have you ever taught your dog to sit, stay, or even say I love you? Well, today on Fox 5 News, we are taking a close look into the mind of dogs. There is actually science behind the soft fur of our fluffy friends. So let's jump in and look at how dogs have learned from man. When we compare human and dog bodies, there are significant differences in how we act. But when scientists look inside our brains, the way we process information is very similar. Researchers at MTA Elite put 11 trained dogs in an fMRI machine to test how their brains respond to sound. At every 6-minute interval, the team compared both human and dog brains. Both groups listened to almost 200 dog and human sounds, from whining and crying to laughter and playful barking, while the team scanned their brain activity, SNEAD 2014. What they found is that both have similar voice-sensitive regions that resemble each other. Not only is this amazing, but it also means that dogs can learn to recognize sounds in our world and put actions and objects along with them. This is how we train them. Along with finding out how humans and dog brains work, the scientists found out how our furry companions respond to our emotions. Researchers say that humans and dogs process voice and emotions of other individuals similarly. Both groups respond with greater neural activity when they listen to voices reflecting positive emotions such as laughing than to negative sounds that include crying or whining. Dogs and people, however, respond more strongly to the sounds made by their own species, SNEAD 2014. This means that when we get hurt or cry, dogs know something is wrong. That's why we can get a sad or happy reaction when we yell at them or reward them for good behavior. After finding out how dogs process our noisy environment, we can dive deeper into how dogs learn to receive our voice commands. Dogs relate our words with objects, actions, or even categories. When we say a word such as sit, our brains immediately think about the physical position, but we don't really know if dogs are thinking the same thing. Think of it like this. If a Spanish person approached a foreigner and was trying to tell them to go inside, the foreigner might think the phrase meant to walk. It's the same thing with dogs, except it takes their brain more time to process the information. With objects, these animals can learn the names of an object, but they can also learn the actions that relate to an object. Dogs can even understand which word is the action and which word is the object. For example, if I told my dog, fetch ball, my dog could remember how to fetch and what a ball is. From the article by Julie Het, she talks about a dog named Chaser from South Carolina. She says Chaser puts the icing on the cake when she assigns objects to different categories based on their physical properties. Some are toys, others are frisbees, and of course there are balls. This kind of thinking is what makes dogs able to care and protect people in different environments. On this topic, we also had to talk to professionals who could really understand how dogs were thinking. From Duke University, Professor Brian Hare and his team study how dogs think. His team found out that when dogs are following commands, they listen to people they trust. Also, dogs know what's right and what's wrong, just like a little ignorant child. But dogs sometimes do the wrong thing on purpose. And that concludes tonight's program. So tune in tomorrow where we learn about the future of technology. I'm Grace Hull, and this is Fox 5 News. Good night.